Hello?
We're back,
Wait,
but
wait,
with
wait,
no
wait, wait.
food.
Can you?
Yeah,
Can
they can
you?
hear us.
Are you sure they can
I
hear
don't
mine?
know.
Are you positive?
I don't know.
Let's
You
just
want
make
to
sure.
confirm?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg Hardy, Castro.
You're gonna
Great name, Jorgen.
Jorgen?
Jorgen Bon Jorgen.
Jorgen van
I don't
Bjornsson?
know.
Jorgen, primarily a striker, 5-0, undefeated actually, 2-0 in the UFC.
Is he really undefeated?
Yeah, 5-0. Or 6-0.
That was it.
5-0 in his last 5, obviously, because he's undefeated.
Greg Hardy coming off a loss to Volkov, right?
He is 2-2-1.
Right.
2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 was it no contest, I believe.
Yeah.
Same as
Illegal
his.
knee.
He's fought in the UFC. He hasn't fought in any other promotion
Right.
as far as
yeah,
MMA
he came
goes.
from the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. And primarily a striker, 2-2-1. Lost his last fight yet to Volkov, right, by decision.
Yeah.
He's a durable guy though, good stamina for a heavyweight, and finished all his wins are by TKO.
Oh wait, didn't he fight Ben Sassoli last? Or was that before? Or did he fight Sassoli at all?
He fought Sassoli, that was before Volkov. That's his DQ. Or no contest.
Oh, that's right.
Because he was piecing
inhaler.
up Ben Sassoli and he asked for his inhaler and he
That's
got his
right.
inhaler. Big controversy around that.
Oh, he did get... He got an illegal knee, but maybe that was... Kept going,
Or maybe,
I forget.
was that Ben Sassoli?
I
He
think
got the
it
illegal
was.
knee. Yeah,
'Cause
maybe
that went
it
to
wasn't Greg
decision.
Hardy that had the inhaler. It was somebody else.
No, Greg Hardy did.
Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, durable guy. Finished all his wins by TKO. Good stamina for heavyweight. Jorgen De Castro, he had that big walk-off KO. The last fight guy. He's very
Justin
nimble.
Taffa, right?
Very nimble for a big man. He'll throw kicks at his size.
Mm-hmm.
He'll throw some high kicks. And he lost to who's the guy he fought? Justin
Taffa.
Taffa.
Wait, lost to him or
He
KO'd him?
beat him. He KO'd him.
Yeah.
Because Jorgen De Castro is undefeated.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Taffa, who was, as I said before, was Mark Hunt's. She's training under Mark Hunt. Justin Taffa was, and he got and De Castro got a walk-off KO on him. He's got some power and bunches. Sorry. This one, I'd be surprised if it makes it out of the first round. These guys will swing for the fences.
Yeah, Greg Hardy is pretty... Sometimes I get them in trouble, and it definitely didn't work against Volkov, and Sassoli lasted with it, so it doesn't always work out in his favor.
Yeah, and so I've had plenty to say about Ben Sassoli. But anyway, Jorgen De Castro...
Combat Wombat.
The combat. Greg Hardy is 4 inches taller. But
5.
4 or 5, yeah. But he seems to always tower over people. He's
We'll hear.
At 6'4", 6'5", he's an imposing dude.
Castro has only a 74-inch. Definitely exceeds in that.
Greg Hardy,
Ngannou
nicknamed
versus Hardy.
the Prince of War, and Jorgen De Castro, nicknamed the Mad Titan. I love UFC. I haven't made any nicknames, really, actually.
Thanos reference. I wonder if he has an infinity.
Love touch here to start. Yep, these guys
Yeah,
are already
this is gonna
swinging.
Start out
This,
quick.
like I said, I'd be surprised if this gets out the first round. If this gets out the first minute.
Castro with the kicks.
Castro is a aggressively strong big man. He clip you good and put you to sleep. But the last guy De Castro fought against, they were the same height. He's got a big height discrepancy. Hardy just really does tower over him. He's he's hunched down, kind of bent over, and he still is much bigger than De Castro is.
For sure, but that's not stopping Castro.
De Castro is push, and he could knock out Hardy here. But then again, Hardy does have power himself, being an equally as imposing big man. Look at those kicks by De Castro. He's a nimble dude at his size. If this does get out the first round and into the second and third, we'll see how much cardio each of these guys have. Hardy does have pretty good cardio. in his last fight. He was able to really do well and swing against Volkov.
I guess with that football background, and
Yeah, you got to have that cardio.
your conditioning is
Hmm.
pretty much the same.
See if DeCastro's got the cardio to match. Granted, you're only
Once a
playing one.
week.
You're only playing one position,
Yeah, but
so you're
once
playing
a
on
week.
defense. So when your team's on offense,
Yeah,
you
but
get to rest and
and
everything
he's
like
probably
that.
like a
But
defensive linebacker
Mhm.
or something, so he's not
He still
moving
has
much.
plenty of cardio, though.
Yeah.
I imagine. Oh, any of these shots connect from DeCastro.
Yeah, he's
They're
trying.
vicious. He's a good leg kick by Hardy, but nearly got pieced up there by
Pushing forward, going
Excuse
with
me.
the lead leg kicks. Castro's just gonna, so
Yeah, I don't think he's really come up against a guy with power like DeCastro. Now, Volkov was a good test for him, and that did go to decision. So he proves he can stay in on a fight. We'll see with DeCastro. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. I'm surprised they haven't been
kind of
swinging
slowed
for the
down.
fences. Yeah. Hardy does have pretty good defense, though. He's able to back up well. He's got good lateral movement, which, again, going back to his football background, that is play a big part into that. I know, yeah. Oh, there we go. Combination from both these guys. Hardy did clip Castro, though. Oh, Hardy has great movement. He's avoiding all of DeCastro's shots, and he's landing in shots of his own.
Way he just bobs and weaves.
Fantastic head movement.
And he's so new.
He's very new, yeah. 5 fights in total for him. UFC fighters start late in life, and he could find great success here, especially at his height.
Yeah,
he's in his 30s, early 30s.
Yeah,
I believe both these guys are in their early 30s. Hardy 31, DeCastro 33. Yeah, so they do have good amount of time to get their careers going. Both these guys actually relatively new. DeCastro, not many fights under his belt either.
In there.
Yeah, we did get some good combinations, but not guys pressing much more after that.
Looks like Hardy's limping there, but
did look like it a little bit, yeah. That red and white mouth guard threw me off a little bit. I thought he was bleeding. I hope not. I hope there's not more controversy.
His breathing's better now.
Nice leg kicks by DeCastro there. That might be why Hardy's limping. He's taking all these leg kicks.
Yeah, for sure. All those calf kicks, man.
Yeah, right to the knee. Ugh.
Oh, you can see it. Red right on his knee and like above it.
Yeah. That's what you got to do with a guy who's just knock on them legs. Get those tree trunks. That's starting to get red, yeah.
That's going to be black and blue for weeks.
Both these guys not afraid to really throw kicks. Greg Hardy throwing a couple kicks of his own, too. But I think DeCastro's kicks really have done more damage.
Yeah, he's honing this.
Other leg kick. Wow, that is
he's using that
just nasty. Not afraid to throw these kicks either. Neither of these guys really. But DeCastro threw in his last fight threw a nice body kick that landed hard. But he can get his leg up there for a big man. Yeah, at Hardy's height, I don't know. For the heavyweights, they're always the taller fighters, but when you dip down past light heavyweight, going into like a lower weight class and everything like that, not many guys pass the 6 foot mark.
Yeah,
it's really just the heavyweights and the light heavyweights that are the taller fighters.
Like for as tall as Stylebender is.
Yeah, that's
fights at 185.
Yeah, that's kind of a.
I think he's.
That's kind of a little misnomer there, but still barely above 6 foot 6'2". Yeah, not many guys pass that 6 foot mark. But when you get into the heavyweight, you get guys like 6'5" or what's his name, the 7-footer.
Oh,
Stefan Struve.
Yeah, I knew it was SS.
Yeah, the big 7-footer. It was funny when I saw that picture of someone in the UFC video game put Struve versus Mighty Mouse as one of the matches. That? Yeah, you can do that. That's hilarious. It's so funny because when they do the Yeah, you're getting read all the rules and stuff like that. They do that in the game. They
Right.
they bring it into fight that you see Mighty Mouse and you see him perfectly fine. And you see Struve and he's so tall he doesn't even show up on the whole camera. His head is like above the
Struve
camera
and
and everything like that.
Cejudo.
Yeah, that's great. I know you couldn't the old UFC because they had in the original UFC game they had a before they had female fighters they did have one female fighter in the game. She was the only female fighter in the game, and you could put her up against
Ronda
other.
Rousey.
You could put no Ronda Rousey wasn't in the game. It was just
Oh,
the one female fighter, and you could put her up against like Chuck Liddell and stuff like that.
wow.
She was so popular. Funny enough, she actually never fought in the UFC too. I forget her name. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Shit.
She was a pioneer fighter. Oh, I'll have to look it up later. But back to this DeCastro and Hardy fight. Not much going on in the second round. Not as much as the first. These guys still kind of feel each other out. Hardy trying to get the kicks going here. Oh, that leg is looking even more red than it did to begin with. I'm surprised this has gone this far. I thought we would get a first round knockout with these two.
Yeah, but it's not too late.
Definitely not the case. Yeah, not too late for a knockout, but surprised it's going this far into the second, more than likely onto the third. You think so? Who'd you have winning this one?
I was going with Hardy.
Hardy?
Just because he's more aggressive.
Game is probably more polished than DeCastro's is.
I don't know. Castro's undefeated, so
He is undefeated, yeah, but Hardy has the I shouldn't say top level, UFC level competition, where DeCastro's only seen one of that technically, because the Contender Series isn't really like UFC guys. They're guys trying to make it to the.
I don't know how
Hardy
this
is limping there. He's
Yeah.
definitely limping, and he's breathing pretty heavy.
leg.
Yeah. I think he might just be angry with himself. He might have seen an opportunity there that he missed. That did not look friendly there in that exchange.
Oh, they touched gloves.
Hardy
did that
looked
at
more
the
like
end
to slap DeCastro's hand out the
I
way.
don't know. They did it at the end of the second. Oh, no
Ooh,
touch glove. Yeah,
okay.
you were right.
Now we might get some swinging going.
Yeah. Telling you, man, third round knockout, it's coming.
But from who? Hardy or DeCastro? I think these guys will leave it all out in this round.
I have no idea.
It's there, all fight.
Yeah, I know. He still has that lead leg. Like, not bothering him enough, but definitely hindered him this fight. Round 3
Leg kick of his own by Hardy.
excites me that we're just fights away from history. Chaos.
What, in the
And
Ferguson and
violence.
Gaethje? Or the Cejudo and Cruz fight?
Both.
Or the Ngannou and Rosenstruik?
Mainly that, because that won't disappoint. Have after this?
The Harris versus
No.
Cater versus Stevens.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, that'll be good.
probably
Both those
balls to
guys
the
have
walls.
well-established records too.
Yeah, and
in their
both are ones
careers.
to throw down.
Ooh, there we go. Exchanging leg kicks now. Hardy's starting to open up to Castro's leg a little bit.
Can Hardy do enough in 3 minutes?
You
I
don't think he's
know.
winning it?
I think so.
So far, I mean.
Yeah, I think Castro's up on the scorecards.
Yeah, those leg kicks are really chopping him down a good amount.
Hardy's not
Ooh,
connecting. Yeah,
Hardy looks like he's limping on
Yeah, it
the-
almost buckled there on him or something.
Yeah, it looked like when he let in for that quick right, like it stunned him a little bit, buckled him a little bit. Ooh, a little trip there by DeCastro. See if Hardy can do work here.
Punching his leg.
The leg shots like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Herb
Yeah.
Dean is like, you gonna do something? Look at Herb Dean. He's just
Oh,
getting
God.
bored. Herb Dean's seconds from stepping in here to stand him up. Got to get something going here.
got about a minute left.
You
a
hear?
little over.
I think that was Hardy's coach. He said, "Right now, pick it up."
But neither seem to be
show something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a minute left. Like I said, I'm surprised. I
They're
think
just
everything was just in the
surviving.
first round. Yeah.
Fight.
If it's not done in the first or the
Unless you're in
second,
Ganu.
it ain't getting done in the third.
Ganu, where the fight's over. First
Yeah,
minute. in the
more than
first
likely.
round.
Well, 30 seconds left. I had to say this was a disappointing fight. This is probably the most disappointing fight of the night, really.
Went about as I
As
expected.
mediocre as you expected.
Yeah.
I was expecting a big time knockout in the first round, but
I'm just
that
not
was
a big
not the
fan of
case.
either.
Yeah, neither really too established at all. All of Hardy's fights have been in the UFC, but 10 seconds left. You gotta do something.
Sure, man.
I think, yeah,
He
DeCastro pointed at his foot. I think he might be a little injured.
Fucked up his leg.
Yeah.
Boom.
Some vicious leg kicks. That's nasty right there.
That shin bone's just digging in there.
Mhm. But I wonder if they'll show it. There's a point here where it looks like DeCastro hurt himself. Right there, it looks like he hurt himself. Can you see him
Yeah.
jumping? They pointed that out at the end of the second round there.
He might have like kicked his something. And toe might
Clipped
have
him
been
wrong
weird.
in the toe, yeah. But I mean,
Might have jammed it or something.
you got to fight through that. Anderson Silva broke his toe in the middle of a match and still finished it.
He also broke his leg and lost.
I mean, that's a different story. Yeah, but Anderson Silva, I don't know if you saw it. It was up against, he was
I remember that.
in top position, and he
Broken toe.
broke his big toe went that way.
Fighting.
I forget. He was winning the whole fight. I mean, he was dominating the whole fight. Again, those are
Did
the
they
two
stop it?
guys because of all the because of his toe.
Yeah, or did he win?
No, he won.
Oh shit. Oh, they gave it to Hardy?
They gave it to Hardy.
That's surprising.
By unanimous too. Not even split. Interesting.
I guess I'm just blind. I don't know. I thought Hardy would have lost that. He didn't seem.
Well, 6-2 in his MMA career. Thought he had less fights than that.
No, I was gonna say
No,
his
he's 5-2.
first like couple.
Oh yeah, okay, 2-2. His last 5 fights were in the UFC. Not all of his fights were in the UFC.
Okay.
His last 5 were in the UFC. That's what I fucked myself up right there.
Definitely. Hater's got a gas tank like no other, and
Yeah. But-
so does Stevens.
Stevens has not had a good run of it.
No.
His last 5 fights, he's 1-3-1. His UFC record
Doesn't
is
he have like 19 losses?
his UFC record is 15-16.
Yeah.
But
Still.
he's been fighting since he was 19 years old. Lost his last fight to Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, I want to be
I want to.
a full-time fighter.
Yeah, and he fought in the UFC when he was 21.
Damn, just 2 years after.
Actually,
Fuck.
his first fight was on a Chuck
he's
Liddell.
28 and
pay-per-view.
17.
Yeah, 28-17.
I thought you said he was like.
He's 15-16 in the UFC.
Oh, in the UFC.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Whereas Calvin Kattar in his last 5, he's 3-2. In the UFC, he's 4-2. But he lost his last
24.
fight to Zabit. The beat. I don't know how to say that. Magomed Sharapov.
Good job.
Thanks, man. Good striking combination. No. That's something different. Never mind. Yeah, both these guys, it should be interesting. I mean,
hope
they've
swing
been
and bang.
they've been around the block for sure. And he's
Is
only
there more
30. He's
fights
only
than
33
Cowboy
right
in the
now.
UFC.
No, I think Cowboy has slightly more.
The fight after this.
Think so? Yeah, Stevens with 19 knockouts, KOs.
I think that's the only way he'll stop Calvin.
Hater
by
has
knockout.
10 KOs first. Both these guys have fought Zabit, Magomed Sharapov. Both of them lost by unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dropping shit.
Are they really using Walt's daughter to promote?
Fuels him to fight, I guess.
Yeah. Guess that's okay. I don't know. For me, I'd be.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject to be
Right.
talking about. just missing, right? Like they haven't.
No, they found her body.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, he's got power and punches
Yeah.
too.
It's
Here's a guy that has talk about guys been around the block.
with
This
a
guy
glass
has
chin.
been around the block. Yeah, he's got a glass chin now because he's been hurt way too much. But when he first started the Uberim era, man, he was a scary dude.
Is gone though.
Yeah, we're long past the Uberim era.
Big country.
See, they showed Big Country right there, but he ate that shot. Both these guys, it's gonna be, oh, that's gonna be a fun fight. Oh, look at that, Brock Lesnar. Oh yeah, he crippled him with a body shot, with a body kick.
Heavyweight or light heavyweight?
I don't think Lesnar ever fought light heavyweight. I don't
Yeah,
think
that was
Lesnar could ever get down to light heavyweight.
Right.
I mean, I think
I'm an idiot.
for his entire career, he stayed at the very top of heavyweight, like as heavy as you could get. Who we got for this one? Edson Barbosa's on that.
Claudia Gadelia.
Oh, is Angel Hill on there? Oh yeah, that's the Coach fight though.
No,
Oh, she won. Yeah, we never.
She beat that,
We didn't
Hawaiian chick.
cover that one though.
No.
We were gonna watch the prelims for that one. Right. Is that one the next pay-per-view? What's the next pay-per-view after this?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, I think.
No, it's a fight night, not even.
Oh. Yeah.
And that's not even the next one. The next one is Anthony Smith versus
Glover Teixeira. Right.
Teixeira, yeah. Well, that's got Ben Rothwell on it. St. Preux, Alexander Hernandez, Drew Dober, Ricky Simon versus Ray Borg. Isn't it the rematch?
Have they fought before?
That one. Is it the
Pretty
no,
good card.
I'm thinking of a different guy. Yeah, that's a good one. And then Carl Roberson versus Marvin Tory. I think we're only doing the main card for that one, right?
Carl Roberson. I want to see Brian Ortega fight again.
Brian Ortega versus the Korean Zombie.
That'd
I
be
like how
dope.
they put Korean Zombie there. They didn't even put Chan Sung Jung. They didn't put his name. They just put Korean Zombie.
Did they really?
Yeah, up there on the rankings. They just put Korean Zombie.
That's so weird.
They didn't even put his name. They put his nickname.
Why?
I don't know.
He has a name.
He has a name. Featherweight bout here. This is gonna be a good featherweight bout. This has implications too, because both these guys are decently ranked.
Right. Back, I'm gonna go grab a Coke.
Little heathen. Both these guys ready for a good war here. Both these guys with something to prove here at featherweight. Oh, yeah, they're pretty cold. Everything else is nice though. 10 wins by knockout for Calvin Kattar. 10 first-round finishes. That's a good accolade to have on there. I should have checked that. That's a hindsight. It's always 2020. Yeah, both these guys are powerful fighters. So it's cupping. It's like acupuncture. It's supposed to be therapeutic. But a lot of people say realistically it has no actual medical effects. It's more a placebo than anything. Yeah, well, people do cupping the wrong way. Originally, you're supposed to inject yourself a little bit, like inject into the bloodstream, right? And then the cupping is supposed to suck the blood out and stuff like that. But people don't do that. They just don't do the puncture method. One thing you should never look up is cupping gone wrong. Jeremy Stevens looks ripped. 15th most fight time in UFC history. I don't know. And both these guys been around the block, so. Oh, right. Stevens missed weight. I forgot about that.
Oh, did he really?
I should have wrote that down. He missed it by 4 pounds, something like that. That's crazy. I forgot about that, yeah. He loses out on a good amount of his fight purse there. What?
Hear about that.
Yeah, I forgot. I saw that on Instagram. Yeah, being that heavy. I think if you've been fighting since 19, you'd make weight. You know to make weight. And only being, what is he, 30 something? Got some big old titties, don't she? Stevens is putting the pressure here on Cater. They are. I feel like we're minutes away from something. Both these guys strong punchers. Oh my god, Stevens is just piecing up Cater.
Yeah, he's definitely the aggressor.
Cater was responding there a little bit with some combinations of his own. Stevens definitely been the much more aggressor so far in this fight. Really, you think he'd be the more aggressor? Well, we won't probably see much of a clinch or ground game in this one. Both these guys strikers. Love their knockouts, so probably see a lot of this fight standing. Guys definitely staying busy, getting in the pocket, throwing some shots.
Ooh, Calvin's
Good combo
connecting with a
by
few
Cater
there.
there.
Yeah. Left hook. Hot.
Although Stevens not looking
Ooh,
much worse for wear,
That was
though.
a nice jab too by Cater.
Stevens definitely the aggressor and pushing more, but Cater definitely more so on the accuracy end of his that quality versus quantity.
So far.
Nice shot by Stevens to Cater backpedal a little bit.
Hard
Yeah,
to
that's
keep up.
yeah. You don't want to get caught by any of the combinations there.
Oh,
Ooh,
he
nice
cracked
shot
him.
by
This
Cater.
might end. Cater's.
Oh, and able to dodge Stevens' retaliation
He
there.
sent his
Very
head back
nice.
flying. Holy shit.
Now Cater looking to push the issue more. As Stevens backpedaling a little bit.
They're
Ooh,
going
level
for a-
change, but
Yeah.
not much coming out of it. Wow,
Oh,
nice
Stevens
leg
caught the kick.
Nice catch there, I mean. Ooh,
Both
Cater
guys.
sticking his chin out there.
Yeah. Fucked him up there
Yeah,
for
I
a
think
second.
mostly for the stumbling he got on Stevens, but Stevens was much more the aggressor pushing the issue until he got clipped there. But he started backpedaling hard. So I think that must be a regulation thing now because they only got one cornerman in there. Usually they have
Probably
two.
for
I also saw on the Instagram that they after every fight they disinfect the entire ring.
Yeah, that's smart. That's probably
There's
something they should have done the whole time.
Yeah. The thing with Stevens that makes him tough too is he switches stances a lot. It's hard to get a read on his punches. Good
So much.
combination by Cater. Yeah, definitely not afraid to keep the pressure on.
Not connected.
Yeah, Cater's head movement is Stevens.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cater kind of it's
Yeah. Like I
moves
said,
in and out.
Cater's definitely on the more accurate end.
Yeah. Nice uppercut and right
Now
hook.
he's piecing him up here. Because Cater looking to be the aggressor. Oh, got him up against the cage. Good work by Stevens, though, to force the clinch here. Stop his momentum or stall him out.
Oh, big elbow
Nice
from
elbow
Stevens.
there. Leg kick by Stevens.
Wow.
Yeah. Both
It's
these
like
guys really hitting each other with good leg kicks. Gonna work.
Whoa.
Nice uppercut by Stevens.
Yeah.
That one caught Cater pretty
kinda-
good.
Oh, and he knocked him
caught
out.
Stevens. Oh my
That's it.
god,
This is
what
gonna
a
be it.
knockout.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh my god, that jab.
Cater just crippled him.
What?
I think it was loop. Oh wow, he's
Oh, his-
leaking.
Yeah, out his forehead. Holy
Wow,
shit, man.
that one got him good.
Fuck, I knew it was gonna be deadly, but god damn.
What a knockout.
He cracked the
Yeah, he is
fuck out of him.
still leaking out that forehead. I think he's trying to process what just happened. He has no clue, dude.
God damn.
Wow, that was something. Look at his leg.
It's gonna take forever.
Let's watch this knockout. Watch this replay. Oh, it was an elbow. Wow.
Oh shit.
Didn't even
it
notice.
was.
Wow, that's amazing. That just
I thought it was
a
right
right hand. Yeah, that's
yeah.
an elbow. Wow, that was flush. No wonder why he's bleeding so much. That elbow was
Oh,
vicious.
and then he got hit by another and then just
more.
grounded.
We thought
pound.
Ferguson was going to give us an elbow knockout. No, it ended up being Cater.
We might get two.
Wow, that is vicious.
Fuck, man.
And then right there, just another shot.
Performance by Cater. One
Yeah,
knockout.
definitely put on a show there.
You ready for the next one in a couple minutes?
Yeah, but from who? My money is on Ngannou because he's my favorite guy every time, dude. But
It's 100% Ngannou.
Rosenstruik is scary. I'm not gonna doubt the kickboxer, man. I can't do it. I can't doubt him.
Nah.
Stevens is now 15-17 in the UFC. That was something of a knockout there.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Cater is
Wow,
nice.
look at that cut. Did you see that?
No.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Look at
Holy
that.
Shit, bro.
Wow, that is something. That elbow
that
was vicious.
Split him
that
wide open.
really split him.
Wow. Fight.
Very good fight. Very good by both these guys. Stevens was still swinging well, staying active, getting some shots in, but a big elbow by Cater.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Broken.
Yeah, Cater definitely
Pretty
took some shots. Yeah, look at that nose. Yeah, he's still bleeding out his nose.
Joe's like,
There you go. There's a good name for it. A Hellbow.
the fuck did they just put
Yeah,
on that?
Good cutman there. Get that shit stopped right away. Yeah, he's still bleeding out the nose there. Like you said, Stevens gave him some shots too. Gave it a good fight. Yeah, he's still going. He's
I thought this was a right jab.
fake, and then yeah, it looked like a right jab from the angle we had, but
just
that was
cracked
definitely
him.
an elbow.
Yes,
And then
hits him with
the
another,
second elbow, and then just
and-
piecing him up on the ground with these shots. Vicious ground and pound. Yeah, very good fight. Fun to watch. Definitely fun to watch from start to finish. It was. That's a weird fact. Most finishes since 2017. The featherweight division with 4.
Yeah, it is a weird
That's
fact.
an odd fact.
Like,
to specify the year is always weird to
Did
me.
you run out of stats
Like
to find?
if you said like most finishes by UFC featherweight of all time, I'd be like, oh wow, that's actually really interesting.
Right.
You know, but when you specify a year, it seems like you're just making up the
16 or
Yeah.
whatever.
because then
That's
if
so
it was from
weird.
2016, it wouldn't be him. It might be somebody else. You know, but if you do 2017, it's like, oh wow, this guy's had a lot of knockouts and stuff, or a lot of finishes. Very nice. Incredible by both these guys. That one makes for a good fight of the night. Honors, I think.
One of them. So far.
One of them so far. Yeah, I say.
The next one will be for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
The Nico Price is another good one, and the Bryce Mitchell is another good one.
Yeah.
For fight of the night honors.
I don't think Bryce's will though. Maybe if he got another twister.
Yeah, I think that it was fun to see the groundwork and the submission attempts. Oh, high five in the fans! Look at that. Yeah, how about a picture? Oh, there you go. Yeah,
That's fun.
having
Gotta
fun,
make-
making light of a tough situation. You
Yeah.
know. Oh, I'm Dana White.
Everyone's like pissed at him for throwing this.
I mean, he's just trying to give the sports world something.
Fuck yeah, we got
Mhm.
nothing else to do.
Yeah, nothing else is on. Basketball's pretty much done. Baseball's over.
Ooh, there he is.
The big man himself. Wow,
Okay.
look at that. Third
Dude.
shortest average fight time in heavyweight history. 6 minutes, 4 seconds. Finished 9 of 10 wins, all knockouts, undefeated. But this is Rosenstruik's biggest. I think this is both these guys.
You can get a UFC mask.
Actually, this is Rosenstruik's biggest challenge so far.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
Ngannou's biggest challenge. Ngannou's biggest challenge was fighting Stipe. Yeah, man. UFC. Coverings now available at UFC store.
That's
How much
so
are they?
weird.
$40?
Probably. Get mine signed.
Yeah, right. By
Yeah, who did you get yours signed by?
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
True.
My guy.
I should have known.
My guy this year. $25 for a UFC mask.
One at work.
Yeah, no kidding. Ah, here we go. The big fight coming up. The two big boys.
Dude.
Rosenstruik
It's here.
and Ngannou. This has
We
big
waited so long for
repercussions.
this.
This has big
I'm not ready.
standings in the heavyweight division.
I'm not fucking ready.
Ngannou, I think Ngannou was already should have been the next title fight, but now he's got Rosenstruik ahead of him. But if Rosenstruik wins this fight, wow, that is something.
It's not gonna happen. Can't reset the heavyweight.
He'll just Thanos the heavyweight division and just snap it.
That's not him.
I don't know, man. I can't. It's tough to bet against a heavyweight kickboxer. It's tough to go. As much as Ngannou is my guy for heavyweight,
Bet against him.
I know
You
I can't bet against my guy though. I gotta go with Ngannou, but Rosenstruik is still scary. I'm not gonna say this is an easy fight.
$5,000 on Ngannou right now.
Oh, please do. Look at GSP. Oh my god, look at him. That young picture of GSP is crazy. This is one of the true legends too. And the guy you could argue is the greatest of all time. Something else. And the thing too is he's such a nice, humble guy too.
Right.
He's super friendly. That's a crazy thing. Have the career he had, just destroying people in the other guy. There's another big name too talking about him, Chuck Liddell. Yeah, this GSP was something else. Oh, that's the rematch too against Matt Serra. I think that was the rematch because he lost to Matt. Was it?
I feel like I was rich.
Yeah, Matt Serra did beat GSP. He knocked
he?
him out. Yeah.
Him out even.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wish I watched more
And
of
then
the UFC around that era.
yeah, and then GSP won the rematch. But yeah, that was the fight that shook up the world, was when Matt Serra, because he was a heavy underdog, and the only reason he got that title fight was because he was on the Ultimate Fighter series, and he won. Funny enough, beating Chris Lytle. GSP was the champ because he did the title.
Late in his career.
No, this was a good point in his career. 2007. He was on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight win streak. And it was his first title defense after beating Matt Hughes for it. But it led to this magnificence right here. Title win, defense. All W's. Look at that. Yeah, but that's the fight that shook up the world because Matt Serra was not Matt Serra. GSP was becoming a big name. You know, he was dominating.
Right.
In the division, and he fought Matt Hughes for the interim because Serra was out with an injury. I believe Serra came back for the unification, but he lost, and then GSP went on a tear of just title defenses.
Oh shit, he went middleweight champion too. 2017.
In 2017, yeah.
Who did he fight?
Bisping.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they just showed that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was, and then
he was welterweight for 7 years.
And then he vacated. His total fight record 26-2 for GSP.
That has to include amateurs on.
Yeah, it includes all his stuff not in the UFC. I don't know. Yeah, but GSP was. So his title defenses after defeating Matt Serra for unification included John Finch, BJ Penn, Thiago Alves, Dan Hardy, Josh Koscheck, I don't like him, Jake Shields, Carlos Condit, Nick Diaz, and Johnny Hendricks.
Dude, so
and then fought Bisping for the title again. Yeah, just crazy. And it was, I remember back in the day hearing his name by Bruce Buffer. He says George Rush St. Pierre. It was thunderous. You could feel it in your soul whenever he said that. He was something else, and that's why he's considered one of the greatest of all time. Because he's a workhorse. He's an animal, and he's humble too.
Right. Yeah.
That's why you can argue he's one of the greatest of all time. The thing with you could say the same for John Jones, Anderson Silva as far as their fight careers, but the thing that will always hang a cloud over those guys is the, the testing positive under USADA for drug use from both of them.
Right.
Um, Anderson Silva is like people argue that he just stalls in a lot of his fights, like towards the end of his title reign. Like he would just not finish. He would just kind of hang and dance around, not really try and put on anything, just kind of taunt his opponents the whole time.
And
Never
it
really
always
gave good fights.
it always came back to bite him.
And it did, yeah. And Weidman showed that
Yeah.
when he knocked
True.
him out. That's when it came back to bite him.
Back
And
to
that's
back.
another theory too. People say is that Anderson Silva took a dive in that fight.
No
He
way.
didn't. Definitely did. He got pieced up pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
His career just went downhill after that loss. And then, John Jones with all this stuff still going on to this day. Just stopped for public intoxication just a little while ago. And he tested positive when he was supposed to fight against DC.
Right.
And then the car crash he had, the hit and run he had, the DUIs and everything. There's always a cloud hanging over those guys. Which is so sad to say because they've had historic careers. Both of them in their own respect. So it's tough to think about that. That's why it's hard for me to say that I can say they're the greatest of all time. Because they haven't shown me that they deserve the respect to be called the greatest of all time. Neither of them have.
Yeah, but there's also the goats of different weight classes.
Yeah, in different eras too,
Right.
Because Chuck Liddell was a goat in his own era. GSP, guys like that. Oh, who's the heavyweight? Wanderlei Silva.
Wanderlei Silva.
Mm-hmm. Considered by many to be one of the greatest of all time. BJ Penn, another one. BJ Penn's had a crazy go of it.
Started getting knocked out on the street.
Yeah. And again, that's another fighter who fought well past when he should have. But he's a guy that has the animal instinct in him. That he just wants to fight.
No, in his prime, man, that guy was almost untouchable.
Frankie Edgar, another name you could throw in there. Big name guy. Welterweights, GSP, Matt Hughes, good name. Middleweights, Silva, Rich Franklin, another good name there. Dan Hendo Henderson, Chael Sonnen, that's a big. According, maybe is Franklin.
I think for Bellator.
According to this, the top 5 light heavyweights would be Wanderlei Silva, John Jones, Chuck Liddell, Shogun Rua, and Tito Ortiz. That's some mean company right there in the top 5.
Fucking killers, man.
The heavyweight. Fedor Emelianenko, Nogueira, Randy Couture. That was the other guy. That was the heavyweight I was thinking of. Here we go. I know this is going to be a good fight. This is one I don't think goes to decision.
Ready to take it?
Again, I'm rooting for my guy, but kickboxers will always be scary.
Dead.
Yeah, but Francis has never been finished. That's another thing.
And he never will be.
Those losses have been by decision, but to counter that, all his wins have been finishes, whether by TKO or submission. Ngannou won his last fight against Junior Dos Santos. Amazing striker, just best power puncher, like I said, in UFC. Rosenstruik won last fight to TKO to Overeem. Good kickboxing background, another power puncher. Look at Biggie Boy. Yeah, it's tough. And if Rosenstruik could somehow beat Ngannou and knock him out at that, that's going to have some crazy stuff going on in the heavyweight division.
It's the Predator.
Here he is, yeah, the Predator. Apex Predator at that. my second favorite fighter in the UFC right here. This guy is terrifying. Absolutely horrifying. If you see some of his knockouts, wow. They are jaw-dropping moments. And
wild.
the Stipe loss, and he also lost to Lewis, yeah.
And a third guy.
His second fight in his career, he lost to Omana, and then went on a tear.
Dude, he's...
Imagine him versus Brock Lesnar when Lesnar was champion.
God, Ngannou would fuck him up.
Shatter the octagon. Yeah, my second. I love the heavyweights. I've switched from my favorite fighter to be the bantamweight and Sean O'Malley, but I still got love for the heavyweights. Love for the big guys.
Who wins, Ngannou or The Rock?
Ngannou. Are you kidding me? The Rock has nothing on any of these MMA fighters. He'll lose to Nate Diaz.
Give him that people's elbow.
Look how big he is. That's a mammoth of a man. Holy.
Dana White must be so proud that he has this guy in his roster.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't go to boxing.
Like the most well, there's Zuffa boxing is trying to be.
Really?
Wait, yeah, he fighting through that. Have to leave.
But then who do they get to compete against him? Because a bunch of the boxers probably want to stay in the organization they're with. Look at that reach, 83-inch reach for Ngannou.
Yikes.
And a 78 reach for Rosenstruck. But again, the kickboxer, he's going to use them legs.
Oh, they're both the same height.
Same height, same,
Rosenstruck
just about
the
same weight.
Shorter. This is going to be like
this is
going to be nuclear missiles.
Look at the bow tie. Look at that bow tie.
That is a big ass black bow.
That is a nice bow tie. Like I said, I love Ngannou. Nganou's my guy. I'd bet on him to win, but I would not be surprised if Rosenstruck wins.
So calm.
Yeah, he's very
ready to
relaxed
fucking
as a
hunt.
fighter. Calm as can be. I like Rosenstruck too. Don't get me wrong. He's another heavyweight I like a lot. And Rosenstruck's a relatively new fighter too. UFC,
Yeah.
Relatively new come-up guy.
Yeah, he's had a couple fights so far. Andrei Arlovsky.
Rosenstruck versus Ngannou. Here we go. This is something else. Look.
I don't know what to happen, but I can't wait.
The ring might implode. Come on, Ngannou. I should be impartial towards the fighters.
I know,
but Ngannou is my guy.
You always got a root.
Yeah. I'm gonna root for my guy here. A touch of gloves? No, not gonna happen. Here we go.
Starting out with the leg kicks from Rosenstruck.
I think the only reason Ngannou looks taller is just because he's got way more muscle mass.
Yeah.
Oh, he is
Holy
shit.
Oh my god, it's over, it's over!
In
19 seconds! Not even! Holy shit,
Ngannou
I knew it!
Put him to sleep.
Holy shit!
Wow. What a knockout.
I fucking knew it, bro.
Oh my god. He put him to sleep. Rosenstruck is still asleep. Oh my
fucking shit.
God. Ngannou is an animal. This is the guy to put in a heavyweight. Dana White, what are you doing? Put this man, make this man the heavyweight champion.
Bro.
That was absolutely astounding.
Oh my god.
It took seconds for this fight to end. Ngannou is the again, to reiterate, he's the best power puncher the UFC has ever seen.
Maybe lasted 15 seconds. Between 15 and 19.
He is the greatest power puncher ever to grace the octagon. This is the whole fight in one replay. Rosenstrike
fucking
working
shit.
the
I wish
leg,
they
and
better
then
slow
just
it down.
here we go.
They probably won't. Yeah, it's just like off to the
Ngannou just
races after that.
clip.
Boom, it was that left
Big
hook.
left that just
Dude,
absolutely rocked
when he's
Rosenstrike's world.
swinging
Here
for
we
the
go. Here's the
ground and pound,
slowdown.
bonked him on the head,
Miss. Boom.
and Ngannou just swings so quick. You can't take
for a
it.
heavyweight. Oh my god, and he just kept clipping him on the ground too.
Dude, that ground
There's
and
the
pound
miss,
is
but then here's the
vicious.
hit.
Boom.
Oh,
Wait,
nope.
nope.
A miss, another miss, and then the left.
It ain't
Bang.
even fully loaded. Like,
And then just that's so
those
painful.
two extra
those
hits.
last couple shots. Here's
fucking
DC, the
Christ.
other heavyweight. Oh,
Yeah. Do you
whoa.
see DC fighting
no
him?
kidding.
Fuck no.
No, DC in his prime, like the top of his game, that would be a fight to watch.
Ngannou fucks him up.
Ngannou is a horrifying individual.
Damn.
Like I said, you asked me a couple weeks ago, would I get into the ring with with Ngannou for money, right?
Yeah.
There's no amount of money in the world that I would take to get my head knocked off.
Look, you get knocked out in 19 seconds, you don't know what happens, and you become a millionaire.
No, the second, I'll take the money. The second that bell rings, I'll just go on the ground and I'll tap. That's it. Just exactly right there. Mike Perry, thank you.
See Dan
Give
Miragliotta.
the man the belt. Look at Dan Miragliotta is a big dude in his own right. That's a massive guy right there for a referee, right?
Yeah, he's probably
They're the
6'6".
same size.
The fact that Rosenstrike called him out and he got knocked out in 19.
Oh my god. Yeah, give this man the title fight. And look at Ngannou too. He's so nice and respectful.
I know, he's a
He's
gentle
a
giant.
well-spoken guy. That's amazing. He is something else. That the UFC has been graced with him, you know, and it's such a treat and to have him in the ring and in the heavyweight division. This is your next champion. I can guarantee it. It's
Yeah,
your next
someone
champion.
tweeted out, just give him the belt now.
Yeah. Stipe is probably better off retiring and preserving his face.
Yeah, I'm not.
Here's what happens. Stipe and DC trilogy.
Winner of that fights Ngannou.
No, winner of them retires. Neither of those old dudes is going to fight this giant of a man. No one is going to... I'm surprised anyone wants to take on this challenge. Now, after seeing that, let's see. This fight was what, 10 seconds? 15 seconds.
Something like that.
His fight previous to that was 1:11.
Right.
Before that, 26 seconds. Before that, 45 seconds. Who wants to step foot for a round with this man?
Really, no
Like
one
I said,
that I see that
Stipe
would
and
wanna fight
DC
him.
will retire after this fight. The next fight will be Ngannou either versus Curtis Blades or against Derek Lewis. For the vacant title.
Great,
Yeah,
as I
once
hoped.
you get to Alexander Volkov, it's just like anything below that is just not
Goes
too great.
downhill.
Yeah, Overeem is good, but he's getting up there in age. He's getting too old. Walt Harris is
Turning.
he's just returning.
I don't know.
Pavlovich down there. Yeah, it's not
We'll
really
see.
again, Volkov and up is where but Volkov and up, a lot of those guys are killers climbing up that ladder.
Right.
But he's definitely DC's going to get the trilogy for the title.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen.
Right.
You know, that's a given. But I think whoever wins that, I think both of them are going to retire after that fight. I don't think they're going to continue.
I don't think so.
They're going to retire. It's going to be a vacant title. It's going to be a vacant belt.
I think
And it's going to be Ngannou versus Lewis.
he's already set himself up or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's got that going for him.
Is the accolades. I feel like for a lot of his fights he's had, no one ever gave him a shot to win.
Right.
I'm sure for the Ngannou, when he fought Ngannou, probably everyone said he was going to get knocked out or destroyed, and they went the distance, and Stipe won. I'm sure for when he beat DC, everyone was giving it to DC, probably like he was guaranteed to win the fight. Stipe won. So Stipe, I feel like, has been the underrated guy his whole career, and he's proved everybody wrong.
They never marketed him.
No, they don't market him because again, everybody like all the guys he's fought, people think are so much better than him. But Stipe has proven time and time again he belongs in the heavyweight division. He's got the title. He's defended it.
Apparently Dana wants to strip, but I don't know how if that's true.
Yeah, 19-3 with 15 knockouts. Beat Friso Verdum, Overeem, Junior Dos Santos, Francis Ngannou. He lost to DC and then won it back again from him.
See that fight?
Mm-hmm. And he's beaten some big name guys too down here when you look at the list. Mark Hunt, Andre Arlovsky, Maldonado, Gonzaga, Roy Nelson, Stipe.
Oh.
This was back in the day in like 2013,
He's beat
2014.
a lot of fucking people.
He's beat some big name guys and to capture the title and then defended against some big name guys too.
Defended it what, 4 times?
He's another guy that's won by knockout a bunch.
Yeah.
All right, so Mark Hunt, he was on a 5-fight knockout streak. He knocked out Mark Hunt in the 5th, and then Arlovsky, Verdum, Overeem, and Dos Santos were all knockouts in the first round. Yeah. And then he won by decision against Ngannou. Lost by knockout against Cormier in the 1st, and then knocked Cormier out in the 4th match. So, again, probably he was underrated in probably all these fights. People probably thought he would lose to Verdum. He won. Probably thought he'd lose to Overeem. Won. I don't know about Dos Santos. Maybe they thought he'd lose. Same with Ngannou. So he's probably been underrated his entire title reign. He's a great fighter. He's got the legacy, too, to prove it. Yeah.
The fact that he just destroyed.
I didn't think it was going to be
seconds.
that quick. That was fast as fuck. Demolished him. Now we're on to the Cejudo and Cruz fight. The return versus the reign.
It's like that, it's over.
The time it took him to type that and get it sent.
No, I think I just got it, real did it to go.
I was expecting a first round. But I think Rosenstruik can rebuild himself in the division. Come back up.
Yeah. That was only his first loss.
Yeah, but it was a quick loss. I think...
Take a year off.
I don't know about take a year off.
I would just
fight again
for the fucking brain damage, man.
Yeah, that dude really can
Let
club
your shit
people.
Heal. Fighting
that was something else. That fight. Ngannou's still my guy. An animal. Triple C. Hippie, crazy, and cringy. I mean, that's not how it went down.
You ever watch that fight?
I don't think I've seen that fight, no. I should, though, because Mighty Mouse is a very well-accomplished guy.
I think Dominic Cruz might have beat.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah. I remember looking at that when looking at his record. Captured the title, too.
About MMA.
It's hard to remember, though, when you have tons of fighters.
Yeah, there's so many.
All the time. Yeah, he beat DJ by decision.
Yeah. He'll have a title fight coming up for one soon.
Yeah. Is that part of that big title fight thing where there's 6 titles?
They have fucking...
Yeah, they got a lot going on over there at one. But that's good. Yeah, I think Cruz is too rusty. I think Cejudo is at the top of his game right now, despite being injured. I think he's still at the top of his game. I think Cruz has been out of it for way too long. Yeah, and to come back fighting the champ is such a tall order after 4 years. I'm surprised this fight is even happening, really. Personally, I don't think Cruz deserves it.
For whatever reason, Dana
threw it in there.
Well,
I guess, hey, I mean, there are good trash talkers like Conor McGregor, and there are cringy trash talkers like Cejudo. But either way, both those guys are getting views and they're bringing in pay-per-view buys.
Right.
So, for however they want to go about it, one being good at it and one being weird at it. So, market how you can, I guess. Follow the money. So, here it is. Cruz
So,
versus Cejudo.
back
What a
after 4
strange return
years.
after 4 years to come back to nobody. I mean, nobody being in the stands. The
Yeah.
UFC is clearly welcoming him with open arms, giving him a title fight. Now, imagine if he wins. How much the
What
bantamweight
an
division
upset
has
that would
just been
be.
shook up. Like I said, it's weird. Dominic Cruz is not that heavy of an underdog, not as much as I think he should be.
You know?
I guess so, man. Well, you got to have the confidence. You can't lack it going in this business that they're in. Yeah, the
What if he
UFC.
becomes the like again? Well, with that like
Yeah,
5 o'clock shadow going on or
yeah, you
whatever.
can tell, and just I mean, his body looks a little flabby. Definitely tells one off it. Now that says nothing for his style, his ability in the ring.
Yeah, I'm
And
excited to see how this plays out.
Cejudo looks like a fighter.
Right.
He's small, but he's
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 shredded.
shredded. He's ripped.
Yeah.
Again, Cejudo might be cringy, might be weird outside the ring, but once he's in there, it's all business.
Right.
And if you remember, just before he beat Mighty Mouse, Cejudo was actually a respectful guy. It wasn't weird. He wasn't cringy like he is now. Nice, well-spoken dude, stuff like that.
What do you think
But
changed?
watching Conor McGregor and how much money he got for talking shit
Cool.
changed a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people change because of that. You can market yourself. There's more money in it for you. I guess Cejudo saw that and wanted
Yeah, because I
wanted that.
think if it's
But
just like a fight night bonus.
but he had already become champion at that point. It was after he beat Mighty Mouse and got the title
Right.
that he really started talking all this trash and stuff like that.
I think that was
So
holding his back. That was a chip on his shoulder.
yeah, but I don't know. He should have just kept it his respectful way and stuff like that. Not try and play to the masses like that. But I guess for the money, you got to do what you can. It's gonna be a good fight, but like I said, I think Cejudo wins. I think Cruz is too rusty. Cejudo has got everything in his favor now. Like I said, top of his game, probably the best in his career. His accolades, not many other people have.
Who did Kudos last fight? Was it Marlon?
It's for the title. His last fight. Yep, Marlon
Oh shit.
Moraes. And before that, he knocked out TJ Dillashaw in 32 seconds.
Right.
People like that, yeah. Him versus Peter Yan would be.
Bro, I'm telling you, Peter Yan fucks him
No,
up.
I like Peter Yan a lot. I do. He's another one of my favorite guys out there. Fight is something else. If I ask quick, what did I put down? Both these guys wrestlers too, so it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, Olympic gold medalist. 9-2 in his UFC career, but Dominic Cruz is 5-1. Lost his 2016, lost his last one to Cody. He was in the WEC for a long time. Fought for the title immediately. Yeah. Look at all the title fights he's had. These are in WEC, but the Uriah Faber one is where his UFC career starts. Look at all those defenses. Well, he fought Uriah Faber all the way back in WEC days, and then fought him again and again. So he's got the trilogy over him, technically. Yeah, but he's fought Brian. Oh, no, that's a different. I was thinking that was somebody else. Yeah, but he's fought Benavidez, Faber, Mighty Mouse, Dillashaw, Cody. He's fought some big names in his own right. Yeah. Out of Phoenix. I think it will be, but like I said, I think Cejudo will knock him out. I think it's pretty early too. I don't know why they showed the wide shot like that. There's nobody to show.
No.
Who are you showing? Again, but if Cruz wins this, wow, that is something.
Possible.
Anything is yeah, it's very possible. Yeah, no kidding. Go short, but never underestimate the small guy. Mighty Mouse has shown us that for sure. Nice kick by Cejudo. Thing is, Cejudo has such good movement around the ring. Always hopping around, staying active. But Dominic Cruz's last fight, he has some strange in and out movement, which can really throw people off. Chop him down a little bit. That Henry's just quick. Oh, little trip there by Henry. Nice knee,
Nice
but
takedown by
good takedown by Cejudo. Keep the pressure on, keep his opponent grounded. Well, that's his bread and butter is wrestling, but he's going up against another wrestler here in Cruz. Much more the aggressor. Better with the takedowns now so far. Shot by Cejudo there. Back a little bit, but good. Still very tentative of each other. Not taking any chances. Not overextending. Really looking to keep the pace here. Both just barely missing with those shots. Definitely give it to Henry with the takedown. Got to quickly defend that. Kind of win in and win out. Oh, there's a legend himself tweeting out there, Forrest Griffin.
True.
Both these guys, good checking kicks, keeping moving, picking their points, getting their shots in. Udo with a good body movement there to fake a couple punches and then get the leg kicks in. 5-round fight here for the championship fight in this co-main event. Here in round 2. I think these guys will start to open up more a little bit. Cruz is definitely starting off early, opening up here. Got a lot to prove coming back too, especially in a championship fight. Still have it, or Cejudo just gonna be too. Definitely round 1 went to Cejudo with that takedown and better advancing here. I think Cruz with his history and his experience, I think he knows that, and he'll look to pick it up more here in the second and the third. Can't be backpedaling the whole time. He's got to be the aggressor here at some points. You're walking right into Cejudo's wheelhouses, getting you backed up. I think Cruz's biggest worry right now is the striking of Cejudo. I don't think he's too worried about the wrestling because I think Cruz can match him in that respect. I think he doesn't want to get pieced up here because he knows Cejudo does have that knockout ability. Almost walked right into that knee as Cejudo went for it. That could have really hurt Cruz there. He's swinging wild now.
I know.
That's the one thing I was so crucial about with Cruz watching his last fight is he just, when he starts swinging, he really just puts his head straight down and just throws, like with complete disregard, and that could easily get him clipped. Yeah.
Oh,
nice tag though.
Now.
Yeah, when he was fighting with Cody, who just has elite head movement, ability to dodge, throwing those bad shots like that were just not doing you any favors other than just expending your energy. Not throwing, I mean, he threw those crazy shots there earlier, but he's not throwing much of that anymore. Look at Cejudo just really getting back to the middle of the ring.
God, if one of those connects for Dominic, man.
Yeah, it could easily knock you out, but
out.
Not throwing with any type of accuracy. He's just throwing for the sake of throwing them. It is very good, yeah. Both of these guys, really felt each other out much more open here, especially from Cruz and here in the second round. Definitely throwing a lot more. Getting the kicks involved and everything. Not letting Cejudo be the aggressor too much. Good move there to switch. Good level change going from low to high. Getting a single leg, seeing that's not there, and getting a punch in when you can. He doesn't want to go down 2 rounds in a row. A little head-to-head there, I think.
Yeah. happened?
Oh yeah, it did cut him open too.
Shit.
That really split him open.
Damn.
Yeah, it didn't look like a lot, but both of them coming in at the same time. Oh yeah, just doctor said it wasn't much, but brings more blood into the ring. But I don't think it's gonna. As long as it doesn't get Cejudo's eyes, I don't think it's gonna affect him any. And clearly not intentional. And again, back. Oh, what a kick by Cejudo!
This might
Is
be
it over?
Oh, that's got to be it. That's got to be it. He's out.
That's it.
That is it.
Yep. Second round knockout.
Knockout, man.
Cruz is trying to complain it, but
dude, are you kidding me?
It was over. That was it.
He was getting
pieced
demolished.
up. He got knocked down. He not doing anything but putting his arms up.
Once Cejudo starts unleashing, man, after he gets you on the ground, that's it.
I think it wasn't early. Wasn't too early. He wasn't doing anything. Was just getting pieced up by Cejudo. If it wasn't that round, it was the next. Yeah, he's a tough fighter.
Damn.
Big knee. Yep.
That knee fucking.
Yeah, just completely wobbled
put him out.
Yeah, definitely. If it was right there, it would have been an early stoppage. But look, Cruz isn't doing anything. He's just flailing around like a fish out of water.
Right. It wasn't gonna.
It wasn't. That's mean. That knee. And that knee was there a lot of the fight, too. There were a few opportunities stated, I think, in the first round. He had thrown a knee straight up. He would have caught Cruz flush, but there was the knee. And, yeah, this is just... Now, if he stopped it the second the knee hit, or after the knee hit, I should say, Dominic Cruz put on much better performance than I thought he would, though. He definitely... stood in there and threw. Yep. End of the second round. An early stoppage. That was the final fight of the night. Yeah. Sad to see it end, but it's been a good pay-per-view.
Dude, it's been a fucking awesome
and
card.
This is the big one everyone's waiting for. This one gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be something if Gaethje wins.
Not happening.
You think it's all Ferguson? Gaethje down. Gaethje is nice though.
JC's bloody pictures.
Messed up faces. Yeah, look at that. Oh man.
That knee was
sent him flying, and then it's just that one right there. That follow up. Definitely not. I think people call an early stoppage like that when it's towards the end of a round.
Dude, there was only 2 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is he retiring?
Wow.
Holy shit, he's wow.
Retiring. Wow, definitely did not expect it, but
he'll be
retiring on top.
Back.
Maybe in one.
He'll be back though.
Well, now the bantamweight title is vacant, so we got a flyweight and a bantamweight. Both vacant.
Guess who can get that?
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, boy.
They're not going to put him in that fight. He's not even ranked yet. He's still got 3-4 ranked fighter fights before he's put up there. So, let's take a look at the bantamweight division.
Yeah.
Who's the title fight with?
Well, no, Aljamain Sterling, Peter Yan. That's the fight they make.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a war. Yeah. That's going to be a fun one. And that could happen soon, too.
Right.
That could happen very soon. Next month, even.
It's possible, but I don't know. But
I mean, when the flyweight title was vacated, they had that fight come up real quick. Figueiredo and Benavidez won.
Right. I mean, aside from Peter Sterling,
wow, that's going to be a vicious fight. No, not much. There, yeah, it's definitely.
Marlon Moraes is still.
Here we go again. The bantamweight. Aljamain Sterling and Peter Yan. Sterling misses weight and wins. And then we have another cursed division. Henry Cejudo runs through 2 divisions,
We're already
wins the title, vacates them both and curses both divisions.
Look, flyweight's cursed, we know.
Cancel flyweight.
Tony could be cursed.
Cursed.
Don't need anything else that's cursed.
It has been a pretty cursed 2020 for the UFC. Not as far as like
The world more like.
yeah, just titles and fights falling through, but like at least the events have kind of fallen through, but because of the virus.
Yeah.
But now we're getting back on track. I mean, it's smart for Cejudo to retire now,
Right. He wants to
preserve
spend time with
himself,
his family,
spend time with his family.
Go out on top.
Yeah, go out as the champ. Something else. Good career for Cejudo too. Has the accolades to prove it. So, well done. Anthony Smith. Why don't I believe Henry? And maybe not. Maybe he's just retiring from the UFC. He could show up in one fight out there. Could show up in Bellator, fight there. So we'll see where he goes. Yeah, Henry Cejudo at the top of his game. Even if that fight went to the next round, I don't think it was gonna last much more for Cruz. It was not his fight. But now a vacant bantamweight and a vacant flyweight. Still need to figure out who's going to capture those two titles. But here he is, Tony Ferguson. 26-3. Ultimate Fighter welterweight winner.
Longest
Weird
active
that
UFC win streak too.
That was Team Lesnar. That's odd. 9 first round finishes for Gate. 21-2. Never know, anything could happen. The Khabib and Tony fight might be so cursed that he loses here. Gaethje gets the Khabib fight before Tony ever could.
Why are you ruining my dreams?
I wanted to. We've had this fight canceled. What? How many? 5
or 6 times.
6 times. The fight that will never. The fight that's never happened. Never will.
Fucking
Look
Bruce
at
Buffer.
Bruce Buffer, jeez. Now we're streaming. Here it is, the final fight of the night for the interim title. So you were talking about this before a while ago. If Khabib wins against this interim title fight, does he retire after that? Go out like Cruz did on top? Or does he stick around and have Dana make that fight between him and McGregor, part 2?
If anything...
And then the next fight is clearly going to be whoever wins this fight.
Right, so it all depends how that goes down. I mean, Khabib could win.
Here's how I think it's going to go. I'm not usually right on anything. I was right in that Cejudo knockout, though, which is pretty... I did say it first or second round. And it was the second round. But if... Let's say Tony wins this, right? He fights Tony. If he loses, he sticks around and fights Conor. Shut everybody up.
I don't even think he'll do that.
If he wins, he retires. Maybe, who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah, look, Gaethje's
It seems
vicious.
Like, to me, cares more about his legacy.
Once that first loss comes, when it's over, it's over. You think?
Maybe. At that point.
Now, imagine we get the fight, the Tony and Khabib fight, but it does not deliver. It is a snooze.
Possible.
I don't think it's possible either, but who knows?
Tony just has too much energy.
Tony does, yeah. Tony is a good fighter. He's got a lot of fight in him. But this battle here, Gaethje's got a lot of fight in him too. I mean, he just masses people up. He's got facial reconstruction. He should be called the plastic surgeon. People need plastic surgery after the shit they go through with Tony. This is gonna be something else. I
It's
think
gonna be
this
nuts.
is gonna be a good fight. This is another fight. I would be very surprised if it goes the distance.
I don't think it will.
Both these guys are knockout machines. Gaethje is just relentless, but when Tony Ferguson starts throwing them elbows, and one good
Good
one
luck.
clips you,
Fuck.
that's me. Already here. We've done the whole UFC event. What'd you think so far? A lot more decision wins than I thought there'd be.
A lot more decision wins, but it's been a fucking
It has been.
card
It's been
so
a good
far.
card. Not too many boring fights. The Hardy one was kind of boring.
Yeah, that wasn't too.
That didn't
but
live up to what I thought it was. I thought that was first round knockout material, and it went the distance, and it really slowed down after the first round. Second and third were just lots of leg kicks, and just you could tell both fighters were just gassed.
That
It
and
really didn't put on a memorable performance. But the next fight for sure delivered.
yeah, that and the quads. It's just
Yeah, it's been a great card. Yeah,
right.
Cater knocking out Stevens with the elbow, and Ngannou with 20 seconds on Rosenstruik. I think that's being generous. I think it was more like 18.
I even think it was less than that.
It might have been closer to 15.
16.
Yeah. Cejudo with the second round KO with a big knee. Now on the
Yep.
Ferguson fight. In the prelims, Pettis and Cerrone went to a decision, but was still a good fight.
That was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
I
Alexei Oleinik versus Fabricio Verdum. A good fight too.
yeah.
Oleinik was throwing some good shots. Yeah, Esperalda versus Karate Hottie was kind of. Oh yeah, Nico Price versus Luque with doctor stoppage in the third round because
Right. Yeah, that's
swollen eye. Yeah. And then in the early prelims, the Bryce Mitchell one was fun to watch. It was nice to see
Dude,
all the submission attempts.
All
But
over the
yeah,
place.
Rose. I mean, got to give it up to Rosa in that fight. He stuck with it. He was able to defend a lot of submission stuff,
Yeah.
but just wasn't able to mount any offense of his own. Just on defense the whole time. And then Ryan Spann and Sam Alvey. Another good fight. That was a good fight too. Now we're here.
I never thought we'd get to see that.
Yeah,
wish
this
we
is
got
not
to
the
see-
fight we expected.
Yeah, I wish we got to see
But-
Khabib, but
Yeah, unfortunately, it could be pre-fight injury.
trips over wire. Yep. Eddie fucking Bravo.
It was did earlier with Max Kellerman, and they were talking about how they're happy to see this fight happen against Gaethje. You know, they think it's fun, but a lot of people were saying, "What the hell are you doing? Why would you take on this fight when you were already guaranteed the fight with Khabib?" He could have just kind of sat and waited for it,
Right.
you know, and got the Khabib fight anyway. But instead, he took on this Gaethje fight, and he was just talking about how he just wants to fight. You know, Tony Ferguson, wrestler striker, 5-0 in his last 5 fights, and 15-1 in the UFC. Last fight against both these guys, their last fights were against Cowboy, and both
That's right.
TKO wins. Tony Ferguson has some strong jabs and some, as we said before, some vicious elbows. Just figures fighters.
And I will probably see that here tonight.
Mm-hmm. Gaethje 4-2 in the UFC, 3-2 in his last 5. Strong puncher, great accuracy, and very respectful fighter. So both these guys got knockout power. I don't
think
know how
Gaethje
long this
more
one could
so.
last. Oh yeah, for sure. But Tony Ferguson is, I think, the better counter puncher. He's something else.
Just him staring
Tony
me
Ferguson,
down.
yeah.
Because he so much and so
He
fast.
does. He's so quick. This is Gaethje's time to prove himself, though. A lot of people have been saying they want to see him in a super big fight. Well, it doesn't get much bigger than this. Wow,
Good luck.
6.5 reach advantage for Tony
Yeah, he's got
Ferguson.
them long ass arms.
Right down to his knee. You can even tell in that picture. Look how much longer. Man, I think this is his last big push for a. Then we have a vacant belt at that weight division too.
Everyone just
Now
quits.
that's a weight division where like everybody can vie for that vacant belt.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of talent in there.
There's a ton to climb that ladder. Technically a championship fight. Either way, it was going to be 5 rounds because it's the.
I know he had the actual lightweight. No, they stripped him. That was when he
Oh,
blew his
yeah.
knee out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, weird. He was on the Ultimate Fighter 13
Who was?
finale. Tony. Never got a title fight out. Huh, interesting.
Gaethje's got some pretty.
Since 2013.
But that he hasn't lost.
Yes, since
Yeah.
Tony has lost, and he,
It's a 12
since
fight win streak.
2013, yeah, 12 fight win streak. Only 3 of them have gone to decision. The rest have been finishes,
My man.
either by
Beast.
submission or TKO.
Fuck we go.
His only losses were against some guy named Karin Dara Bedian. I don't know how to say that fucking name. Michael Johnson was his other loss.
Yeah, he broke his arm that fight.
Oh yeah, there's only 2 losses. Say 3. Oh no, there is 3. Where's the third?
About to get underway here.
Oh, and Jamie Tony.
Here the fuck we
Here we
go.
go.
Ferguson and Gaethje.
Gaethje and
These guys gonna feel each other out here.
Ferguson leading with.
I think both these guys know how much this fight is going to mean here, so probably
Things on
gonna
the line for
probably
both
gonna
of
want to
them
start
right
off
now.
pretty slow. Yeah, you're probably not going to see the crazy wild swinging you've seen from these guys previous. Not until one of them feels like they got something going, or they got the other walking
What the hell is?
low there. Both of them went kind. That is scary. Watching Gaethje,
Keep
he's
slipping.
getting him as he's coming in, and he's making a good shot by Gaethje, but
Better
just
be careful. Bless you.
getting
Pesky
closer and
biz.
closer. Yeah, trying to swing with this guy is either of them really is. Not seeing this crazy pressure that Ferguson back, well timed.
Main weapon, you know. Violent at him though.
Hard to say, but yeah, I think so. I think he got that leg kick when Gaethje coming in. Oh yeah! Wow, look at
yeah,
that.
with the
That's
thumb.
rough. It doesn't affect Tony at all. Hate to see a stoppage because of that.
Right.
Ooh,
He's throwing heat.
matching his speed.
Yeah, I think.
Any
Hey, you
one
want to
of
throw
these
down, man?
mostly
Where are
leg
the
kicks and-
blades?
does use it more on get shots and combinations in. He'll throw out that elbow. It comes out of nowhere. Most guys don't even see it coming. Head movement
Careful.
there. Yeah, both of these guys could. One shot could just get wound up and. Never like it when fighters go for that. They go for that weird like knee punch.
Maybe
I
if you
just-
make it
you're
buckle
so
on him or something.
low, it
Yeah,
leaves you
it's
so
weird.
open for just a
Ye-
vicious kick or a uppercut. That one had some force behind it by Gaethje. Just land stuff of Tony.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Gaethje is definitely piecing Tony around, able
sure.
to avoid a lot of throwing. There's
the
an elbow. Little lazy though.
Yeah, it didn't.
I think it was just to get it in his head that he is going to start throwing that now.
Now
Kind of
Tony's
send
gonna
a little message.
keep the distance with these.
Oh wow, big looping overhead. That one had some power. Nearly threw him to the ground.
Working for him though.
Definitely changed more from two and then a reset. Return the favor right there. Definitely pieced Tony up. Massive overhead. Oh my
Oh!
god! Tony
Nice.
buckled him.
Nice
Ooh,
uppercut
but
from
it was
Tony.
A little too late in the round to follow up.
Wow. Made him buckle, but
Hey, that got the points in there at the end.
he slapped that guy's.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's trying to take out his mouth guard. She survived it, but that's going to score very well with the judges.
I think
That's going to go as a knockdown. Yeah, right there at the end, I think he stole it away from Gaethje. It was close all throughout the round. I think Gaethje had a little bit more, but then right there at the end, let's see if they show it. Humble Tony there, he hurt him. Here it is.
Boom.
Big
Beautiful
uppercut.
uppercut. Very Ngannou-esque.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
He touched the mat there. That was very close, but I think Tony, snatched out from under him at the end.
That hurt him, but
Gaethje's now had time to rest in between the round and recover a little bit.
But Ferguson doesn't have to rest. That's
yeah,
the thing everyone has to remember.
Down. Can't get too overconfident and overextend on Gaethje.
I don't think he will.
Best thing for Tony to do is to stick to the same game plan he was throughout the round.
Utilize.
Gaethje gets in the pocket, he is gonna. Tony has to use his length and his reach and his legs to keep the distance. Good level change going mid to high there by Gaethje with a body shot and then one to the head. Doing really well, staying with the quick 1-2 combination. Getting in and out, not doing too much to overextend, because I think he knows if he throws more of a combination, Ferguson's going to let them elbows rip, and one could clip Gaethje easily. But with these 1-2s, he's staying safe. Right by Gaethje. Now, Tony is the one with a little swelling going on. This is a little role reversal for him.
Yes.
Easily, but elbow right to
good
right hand. Caught Tony there. Yeah, it's only as the round goes on, and as the more that eye swells up, impaired vision Tony has, it's going to be harder to see these Gaethje shots coming. Ooh, he stunned him there with the right.
Oh boy,
a little jab of Tony, from Tony though.
I thought he hurt Gaethje there, but
yeah, the more that right eye swells, the tougher and tougher this fight's going to be for Tony. Less and less he's going to see. Ooh. Gaethje just spit out some blood. Yeah. Oh, and cracked Tony again.
Looking good. He's becking him on, but shit.
He's given a few punches of his own, but seems like Gaethje's punches are doing more damage than Tony's have.
I know. Tough, but shit.
Yeah, he's tough as nails, but
such a knockout
Gaethje's
artist.
Strong.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what Tony needs to keep doing. Opening up more with the kicks.
Yeah.
I would see Tony to either towards the end of this round try and shoot for a takedown, or into the next round you'll see him try for a takedown. I don't know, Gaethje has been taking it slower than he normally does in his fights. Again, not throwing those crazy combinations. It's 1-2 then out. Not getting as tired as he. And these are championship rounds coming up. This is what, he is relentless. You know, he's been pieced up. He's bloodied, swollen, but he's still coming in.
Nice trip.
Nice move there by Ferguson. Now he has that level change to go to.
He's playing with him.
Can't get too overconfident now.
I think he's really not big.
Yeah. Never know. That's why Gaethje is again not pressing the matter. Nice head kick. Oh, and a straight right there.
Crazy how Tony's still on the pressure after being hit in the head so many times.
Yeah, just clipped so many times. It's either going to be Gaethje's downfall, might be gets too overconfident, throws more than just the 2-punch combination, and then gets cracked by Tony. Oh, wow, that is a cut.
Yeah.
That is a big cut on his cheek. Now Tony's sitting down.
That's rough.
He'll be fine. I think he can take it. It's just all about how much more is that eye going to swell up. There it is right there. That's a big one. That one cut him on the right, on his left side. Yeah, right next to the eye right there. He's bleeding. Right eye right underneath it. So
Yeah, a little bit, but
if he sticks to the same game plan, he could win. He could win the fight at a decision. I would like to see one of these two guys open up. Tony, more in particular, open up with more kicks, more
yeah,
leg kicks, high kicks.
he definitely needs.
Watch Tony shoot for a takedown here in the fourth. I imagine it's gonna happen. Spinning kick,
See,
wheel kick, throws some wild stuff here.
Battle
Definitely the
so
more
far.
powerful.
Thing
Just
is,
keeps throwing these big shots that just whiffing.
Yeah.
Oh, left there by Gaethje.
just
on
like
Tony.
luring him in.
Something's not utilized. Something's not sure why. The few times he has thrown it, it's worked well. Hasn't followed up with it. There's a front kick
That
right
lead
there.
front kick, yeah. Go, take the wind out of his
Crane
sails.
kick. Flip Gaethje right there with the left. Ooh, that wobbled Tony. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, this
he's
is not
stumbling
looking
now.
good. He looks like he's in danger.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Gaethje putting the pressure on now.
But is he playing possum?
Might be, but that definitely wobbled him. Definitely stunned on that. It definitely is, yeah. But definitely not looked well as the rounds have gone on. Gaethje is
he
getting his
seems
good
okay.
shots in.
Definitely more.
Looking okay, but he's
moving
definitely
more.
down on all the cards. As the rounds have progressed, it's only getting.
He's exhausted.
Neither of these fighters can get too. Gaethje keeps trying for this wild haymaker shots that are worth. What was that? A kick in the
What?
jewels? Oh, right
Yeah,
back in it. Yeah.
I think he
Well, it's a good rest for both of them.
may go the distance, oddly enough.
It may. I never thought it would.
I know. I expected this to go.
But
Just be a lot more
I think
bloodier.
both these guys know the knockout power each other possesses. So I think much more. They have nice leg kick by Gaethje. Wow. That one just buckled Tony up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Might be too little too late in this round.
Right. Finding a groove though, which might come. Oh.
I don't think that was a late shot. I think our audio is a little off here, so
It might be. He did it in the Cowboy fight on accident, and then
yeah.
Gaethje did it to
Look at
him
them
almost.
big shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the stumbling one. But Tony able to make it through the round. I don't think he won that one either. Definitely bloodied up. Cut under both eyes. Yeah, he does. I mean, he's definitely tired, but pushing through, getting the good combinations in.
Go down. Holy
It's all about the fifth, yeah.
bonkers.
These guys definitely had a game plan going in, and
They're gonna give it their all. Oh, he grabbed his leg.
He did grab his leg. He went for the strange takedown attempt there. I've only ever seen that once before, and it actually worked the last time I've seen. Both of them had blood on their feet. Gaethje on his knee, and then Tony.
Oh,
Ooh, what a shot from Gaethje.
cracked him three
He
times
did,
there.
yeah. Tony's looking wobbly.
Yeah, this isn't looking good.
A little bit of stay up. Check that
Sometimes I
leg
think
kick.
he plays possum. Little
That
suspect,
could
but
sometimes work for you, and some
tough.
he might. I think for everyone at home, he wins, but I think Tony ends up getting it on the judges' scorecard simply for the fact that they really want to make this fight versus Khabib. So they'll give it to him. They'll rig it to give it to him. Oh my gosh, sent Ferguson stumbling. And again, another shot. Tony is hurt. He is definitely hurt now.
This is probably it.
I feel like we're coming to an end. He might just stick with it just to score the points on the round. It's not, yeah. Oh my god, Tony is just every other step is just a slip, a stumble. I mean, he had to throw out something interesting there. Fight we never expected to happen, but never knew we wanted.
The fight we deserve. Oh
Oh
man.
my god,
This is
Tony is
it.
just getting pieced up, and he just pushed him.
Yeah, he's just no respect. Wow. I never expect Tony
Yeah,
to
you,
lose
you
like
gotta
this,
imagine
man.
Khabib is watching this one intently, knowing who he's gonna fight. Oh my god, every shot by Gaethje's just buckling Tony. Very technical this fight. Able to
Right.
dodge shots, where to be again, piecing him up.
What a chin on Tony
Yeah,
though.
no, he's definitely taken the damage. He's been wobbled, but he's not been knocked down. Wobbled, he's been sent stumbling, but has yet to hit the canvas.
And
Oh,
not
and
good.
he's stumbling.
That's
Oh, they
it.
called it. Wow.
Holy
Herb
shit.
Dean called it standing. That's rare. I don't think he calls many fights standing.
God
Yeah,
damn.
that was just piecing him up too much there. Tony's bloody and battered. Oh, man. And like they said, I don't think Tony likes the fact that he stopped on his feet. I think he wants to go out hitting. But look at the cuts he's got. It's not just one. I think I see 3 or 4 right there. But again, you're not happy with being called out standing, but that's not your opponent's fault. You know, he's not the one
Right.
that called out the fight.
Right.
You know, you should have done a better job dodging his shots and throw more of your own. It
And
really
he
comes down
didn't.
to being your own. Wow.
Yeah, he just took unnecessary damage. He should have never took this fight.
Yeah, that's what they were saying before. Is what you had the Khabib fight all lined up, and if he said no, taking a fight and waited, more damage than this fighter needs.
Crazy. Well, it's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
like I would have
you
won
can
any
look at
bets
the
anyway.
difference in fighters. Because Gaethje looks fine. Gaethje now the interim
Gaethje's good.
champion and set to fight Khabib.
I don't get
He
how
got
the
his
fuck
shot.
does Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier knock out Gaethje, but
Um,
Tony can't? What the
I don't know.
fuck?
They did. They did end up hugging. You know, I think Tony is just so frustrated. Had the fight lined up time and time again. This was a chance to solidify the fight, make it guaranteed to happen. Couldn't get it done. Man, it stood in his way was Gaethje, and now Gaethje gets the fight before Tony ever could.
What
Oh
kind of fight will
man, now
that be?
yeah, it's all about can Khabib stand to Gaethje striking, or can Gaethje stand up to wrestling? A lot of people thought Gaethje would get to this moment, but I don't think anybody thought it would be this early.
I didn't think
You
it'd be
know,
through Tony.
yeah, or through Tony at that fact, yeah. Well, congrats to Gaethje there. Never thought we'd, like I said, I never thought we'd see it this soon. I thought maybe he had two more fights against big ranked opponents
Right.
before he was able to step up into the championship contention. But I mean, this fight really proved that he can stand with the top guys out there. So Tony caught him at the end of the second, and I think Tony could have won the first. But every round after that was just all. Yeah, that'd be.
Versus. No comment. What if Khabib?
I don't think Khabib Gaethje has is on his finger
Right.
from just bashing Tony in the face so many times. Champion and the loser. But this has got to be a tough career moment. I know tweeting out about the fight. It's got to be a tough career moment. Every fighter's thing is they want to go out, swinging. They're a fighter. They want to go. If they're gonna go, they want to be go. They want to go out being knocked out, not
Right.
standing up like that. But it's also the referee's job to preserve the fighter from taking any more unnecessary damage than they have to. That's why a
Yeah.
referee will stand in and step in. And Herb Dean is one of the best refs out there. He's
No doubt.
he's a top tier, top class referee. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Right.
So he doesn't want Khabib to, he was taking a lot of damage. The middle of the fourth into the. Did that end in the fifth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended in the fifth. The middle of the fourth into the fifth round, he was just taking shot after shot. It seemed like everyone seemed to just.
Gaethje.
Yeah, like I said, I thought he had one or two more ranked opponents before he stepped into that title contention, but he was given this fight. Um, Despite what you say wasn't short notice. Now, again, to Tony's credit, like he said, they were preparing for Khabib. So much of a striker, he's more of a wrestler, so they're preparing more
Right.
into that aspect.
Yeah.
But he had the same amount of time that Gaethje had to prepare for the fight. Gaethje prepared, was more prepared for it. But this is probably career. It's probably the most heartbreaking.
Right. Because
Just
what do
like I
you do
said,
now?
you had 6 times the Khabib fight was taken away from you. Like whether it be circumstances on his side, circumstances on Tony's side, or what the world threw at us with this whole global pandemic thing. And now you finally have that big fight, capture the interim title, and that essentially guarantees you a fight with Khabib. There's no, as long as he didn't get injured in that or outside, pretty much guarantees him a fight,
Right.
100% without a doubt. And he comes out here and can't get it done against Gaethje. And to see somebody else get the title fight against a guy you've been trying to fight for a long time now before you do, that's gotta be heartbreaking. That's a big part of his career was on the line right there, and he just let it slip away.
Right. And now he's 36
He's
year old.
Oh, I think it
So
was 38.
so
36, yeah.
like,
So
what do you
now he's getting older. He's gonna start falling through more.
Right. Do you hold back? Do
Yeah,
you keep
where
fighting?
where do you think you go from here? Fight another ranked opponent, try and prove yourself again, climb. Maybe if Gaethje can capture the title, it's entirely possible. I mean, people can go down. People can be knocked down. People can be hurt. John Jones get clipped a couple times in the Reyes and the Gustafsson fight.
Yeah.
We've seen him get clipped. He's considered one of the best. Beeb could easily be clipped by some of Gaethje's power punches.
There's that. And Gaethje's also a wrestler
He is, yeah.
that he never really
Show off
yeah
much.
or
He's got
use at all.
he's got the power to
Right.
overshadow it.
So even if he does get in a scramble with Khabib,
He
he
could get
might be
out of it, but
okay.
it's
Yeah.
about that Khabib has that sambo wrestling, right?
Has far more experience. And
Yeah.
He's
Again,
just the
but it's
best.
and credit to Gaethje too. He is durable. He was clipped a couple times in this fight too, and kept it going. Clipped right there, but popped right back up.
Yeah, it's a shame Tony couldn't capitalize.
End of the round there in the second, couldn't follow up with anything on that knockdown. Then these leg kicks were just rough. Just watching these highlights, he's getting bloodier and blood.
Yeah. Probably could have kept going, but yeah, why risk it?
Yeah, that's more damage than you need to take.
Right. Fuck, man, that was not how I was expecting this night to go, but it
No,
was
man,
still a
that's
kick-ass UFC.
it was a kick-ass UFC for sure. It's upsetting that Tony will never get the Tony and Khabib fight because now I think it's never gonna happen.
Never.
At this rate.
It's done.
The one fight that was destined to never be. Which
Nuts.
it's upsetting, but that just means we get a Gaethje Khabib fight coming up, which is gonna be a really fun one. Probably middle of this year. Have this fight locked in. Hopefully Khabib is able to get out of Russia. Well, yeah, or they could go to Russia.
Moscow.
That would be something. Hope that one doesn't go to decision. No. Know for a fact.
It's rigged.
No.
Him behind
No,
it.
no, no. You know for a fact Fedor is going to be there. He's going to be in attendance for that fight. And it's going to be nice to see Fedor walking around in the UFC, hanging out. I mean, never able to compete there, but it'll be nice to see him around.
That's
Nice
addition.
legend to have, yeah, but never meant to be, unfortunately. Never worked out that way.
Oh well.
Yeah, sad to say, but We got Gaethje to look forward to now, so I'm excited for this fight.
Well,
It's gonna be a great fight. Well, it was a good podcast, good moments, lots of fun fights.
fuck yeah.
We see new title contenders and new retirees, new open titles
Yeah.
now. In bantamweight, Francis definitely with his next shot.
Dude, those
in a
knockouts
heavyweight.
tonight were insane.
Gaethje, yeah, when the knockouts.
It's like the last 4 fights were knockouts.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, the last 4, yeah.
Wow. That was
Cater with the elbow, Francis with
like
the
July
mean
4th
hooks.
tonight.
Cejudo with a nice knockout.
Wow. I couldn't have been more
With the
happy to
knee,
have
yeah.
UFC back now.
Yeah, and then there
What a
it
way
is,
to
just
start it
posted.
back off.
Yeah, with a good pay-per-view. A lot of meaningful fights in there, too.
For sure.
Now, if we could have gotten the Khabib and Tony and the Amanda and Felicia Spencer, that pay-per-view would have been wow. That would have been something.
That soon.
Yeah, we still got the fights coming up, you know. And the next one we got Anthony Smith versus Glover
Yeah, I'm
Teixeira,
interested
yeah,
in
which is
that.
gonna
I
be
wanna
nice.
see Jones.
Yeah, definitely. Gonna be fun. Yeah, light heavyweight bout. We got almost one of everything on there: a middle, a bantam, a lightweight, a heavyweight, and a light heavyweight bout on that main card. That'd be a good one for the next one.
Yeah.
Definitely excited for that.
Well,
That's been us for the last 5 hours.
James Dillon.
I'm Brian.
Listen to us anywhere you can find podcasts except Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Twitter, Chattin Action, Instagram, Chattin Action, or Chattin Action.
Facebook.
Definitely not there.
Farmers only.
Fart book, more like.
Fart book, yeah.
MySpace. Dana's in my top 4. Anyway, we're signing off. Good night, good morning, good evening.
Good day, mate.
Hey guys, Dylan here. Thanks for listening to part 2 of episode 4 of Brian and I reacting live to UFC 249. It was such a phenomenal card. Probably top 5 of all time for me, for sure. It's just, what a night. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Chattin Action. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We upload every podcast there. You can find us everywhere. You can listen to podcasts except Apple Podcasts. We're still trying to figure that out. And then Brian and I will be doing another podcast. Still be Chattin Action, just a little different. Maybe some old fights, just controversial stuff about the UFC or MMA in general. So we plan on doing that once a week on top of all the fight nights and the UFC events that occur. So stay tuned, follow us, and yeah, thanks for listening.